Since our last video, we've got the first and third row of strapping finished. Today we're going to be focusing on topping these posts, the 4x4 posts, and we're going to be preparing to build the frame that the trusses will be sitting on. So what exactly do we have to do today?
Well, we're going to bring all of these posts down to the proper height, which is the top horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to cut them all off, get all the heights right. And then on top of the posts, we are going to build a beam out of 3 planks. 3 planks will give you the same thickness as the post. And that's going to go from, it's going to wrap all the way around the top above that last. The purpose of that is so that the trusses have something to rest on. So they have a beam, a horizontal beam all the way around that this can rest on, like a top plate.
Okay.
They will rest on top of these posts. Now, it's not going to line up perfectly on these posts because these posts are a little off-center from each other, but that's fine. That's why it's 3 and that's why it's a post, and we'll get then that, think of it, if you're looking from the top down like a picture frame, we have to make sure that picture frame is square. So that the trusses sit on properly something square. You've got to start with the proper reference again. So our job is to get it all the right height, do the 2 ends first. And if we can get the 2 ends to line up so that they perfectly square to each other, then we'll just fill in the long pieces. It sounds simple. It is simple, but it's a lot of work. So today we're going to do that end and this end, and you can see there we're going to have to lift that bottom plate up as well. The post is a little short there.
We still have to put the top strap
on this side.
On that side.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. You can see this is not square. Post is skewed. So it's a lot of tweaking. We'll be doing a lot of tweaking today. Anyway.
All right.
All right.
Let's get set up. Okay, now that that's done, what next? That should be our philosophy with this. It'll just have to do. What now?
Well, I'm going to go and get that saw ready.
Okay.
I'm going to trim these pieces off over here.
We're going to trim the tops. We've got a really slow start this morning, so I'm just getting some breakfast ready for us. We're not going to get as far as what we had hoped to this weekend.
You on the phone?
No, I'm talking to the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do you need?
I was hungry.
I'm making breakfast.
Okay. I'm gonna go measure some stuff.
Okay. So as I was saying, I don't know what I was saying. Yes, a slow start to this morning. So we're going to be spending the rest of the day cutting off the rest of the 4x4 posts, the tops, so that everything's clear for when we're ready to do the footing for the top of the roof, so that we could, get the trusses up. So once all the tops have been cut, we're going to take some measurements, and that's pretty much going to be all we're going to get to today. And then Vance is going to work off of a cut sheet this week, and then get a plan together so that we can start cutting the footings for the trusses. You said you didn't want oatmeal for breakfast, so I gave you cereal, and then I made oatmeal for myself. And then you're like, oh, that looks nice.
It does. I want some gruel. I feel like Oliver Twist.
What are we doing today?
We're going to trim off the tops of the posts, run a whole lot of measurements, which is going to be crucial, so that I can calculate how to do the top plate, because nothing is straight. As much as I tried, nothing is straight. Nature bends in every direction, and I bend like nature, so nothing is straight. I really tried. I didn't get it right. It's my first time. Anyway, we're going to be building a top plate, which is going to be a 6x6. We're going to build the top plate out of 2x6s. The length of the board is 16 feet. The length of the barn is 80 feet, which is 5/16. 5 times 16 boards. But because they're going to be laminated and there's going to be 3 lying next to each other, you have to offset them so that all the joints aren't in the same spot. And I'm thinking, if I offset them by 4 feet, the second one would be 8 feet apart, which will mean it's half of 16. So there will always be 2 beams halfway across from each other.
These past 2 days were tough. We missed the mark on what we thought we'd accomplish and woke up Sunday morning feeling discouraged. In hindsight, I think the universe sensed my mood needed a boost, because we woke to find 3 cows had gotten into our yard. It's hard to stay grumpy when watching your husband round up stubborn cattle in flannel pajamas. With the exterior post now cut, the afternoon was spent taking measurement for the truss frame and to check the square of the building in preparation for trussing. On the next video, we start building the top plate. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you again soon.